Hey there everybody, it's Mike Delisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at The Sands of Shurax. HEXplore it, a hero building adventure game for 1 to 6 players. Alright, well, which hero will you choose? The Ravager has returned. HEXplore it is a hero building adventure board game system. And so I had been somewhat familiar with the HEXplore it game and system. And this has here, it is volume 3. So, I believe that this is like a gaming system and it has different kind of thematic elements. Perhaps, I'm not terribly familiar with it, but I at least have heard of it. I know that we've had some discussion of it on the channel. I believe there have been some reviews of HEXplore it games, and this looks to be the most recent here, The Sands of Shurax. So let's take a look here. It says right on there prominently, Volume 3. All right. Aha, okay. So, interesting. Here we've got our rule book. Now this is a very small rule book. I don't know personally how I feel about that. I don't know. Now, that's going to be a personal preference thing. I have not made up my mind. I don't know that I love the small rule book, but, your mileage may vary. You may love it. So it looks like there's dry erase for your, maybe your character sheet, okay? And it looks like it has kind of the fantasy thing where you're selecting your race and your stats and rankings and abilities and skills. Okay, upgrading, setting up the game board, which obviously is going to be hex-based. Otherwise, it would be an odd name for a system. All right, you've got 4 quadrants, hot tiles, hex tiles, circumstance, and caravan bars. And we've got some minis here from Reaper Minis. All right. Now we get into the gameplay. The turn overview. Move your heroes together as a group. Roll your skills. Roll a circumstance, settle an event, and then a villain phase. All right, well, goes into more detail about all of those. Okay, rolling your circumstance, settling an event. So it seems like there's quite a bit going on. It's an involved looking game. There's no two ways about that. The rule book is, we're already on page 46. We're getting into combat. So yeah, there's a lot going on here, and I'm not going to try to go, but this rule book is over almost 90 pages long, actually a little over 90 pages if you count the index. There also appears to be a storybook here. Looks like we got a little bit of shifting that happened in shipping. That's okay. Here's our storybook as well, and I'm not going to go too much into this because there might be some spoilers here, but bosses, and you can see there's a fair amount of content in here. All right. There's also something about play styles here. Maybe different ways that you'd want to play and different ways you can play. Dual boards and splitting groups, and there quick play, marathon, multiple heroes, one player, multiple ways to play as a solo game. So yeah, it looks like there's a lot happening here. So let's kind of just look through some of the components. Here you've got the Scion. And these are dry erase boards, along with some art on the back there. The Gambler. There's the Gambler. The Templar, which is a healer. So it also says here, a Sapper. Oops, there you go. Sapper, a utility, a healer character. Another utility character, the Merchant. I don't know if I showed the back of the Templar there. I don't think I did. Here's a Striker, the Gladiator. Glory or death! Oh, pleasant. Okay. Here's an assist character, the Commander. We make our own destiny. An assist character, the Artificer. You're going to love this. All right. Here's our battle mat with information on the back. Here's another Sapper, the Defilist. All right. An assist, the Whipmaster. Come here! Utility, the Assassin, silent as the shadow. So a lot of characters here. A Striker, the Dervish. All right, looks like some enemies here. The Glass Golem. Aurora, the Free City of Knowledge, the Great Market of Drea. So there's just a lot going on here. The Scorpion King, the Twins. I'm just going to kind of show you because otherwise this is just, there's a lot here. Is the impression I'd like to get across. These are double-sided, all dry erased. It does not appear that there is a lack of content in this box at all. We also have some dice here, as you might expect. They do appear to be, well, relatively standard, maybe with a little bit. There's, you know, kind of their logo there as probably the 10, I would imagine. No, not the 10, maybe the 1. All right. But you can kind of see just dice of different colors, D10s of different colors. Put those in there for now. Got a bunch of sleeves. We've got some minis here for what I believe are the heroes. Show you that. And there's another one. And these had kind of slipped around before. Different races. Caravan Master. Half Orc. I'm just going to flip through these quickly because there's a lot in this box. You see a lot of information on each of these cards. These aren't cards in the... they are cards, but they almost feel more like cardboard than they do cards. All right. You can see there's a custom insert system here. Here's our dry erase markers, which appear to be pretty needed in the game. We've also got some card boxes here. Okay, mission decks, circumstances decks, power-up decks, caravan event deck, the mutation deck. Here's our big nasty there. All right, with a base. I'm not gonna, it looks like he would just kind of go on. Well, I don't know if he goes on the base or not. Maybe he does. Certainly looks that way. I'm gonna guess that underneath this is where the tiles are. Yes. Okay, you can see our cardboard tiles. Wow, I'm not gonna, see, you take out one and they all start coming out. So let me just see if I can show you one or two of these. All right, those are double-sided. I really don't want to undo all of the cardboard here because I'd like to be able to get it back into the box so it can be properly taken care of. But I want to show you kind of the, as they all fall out. There's nothing I can do about it. All right, fantastic. There we go. Just going to show you these. There we go. You can see the different terrain. Okay, mutations and caravan masters. There is a lot, and this is not a huge box as far as like actual physical size, but my goodness, there is a lot of content in this box. It is a tremendous amount of content in this box. I hesitate to show too many of the cards. Let's see. It says 4 decks inside. Shuffle each deck independently. Let's show maybe the power-up deck. I just want to show you kind of what maybe they look like a little bit. Just in the consideration of not wanting to spoil anything, because it does look like there's a fair amount of potentially campaign-driven material here, and I really don't want to show off too terribly much, but I would like to give you just an idea of maybe what some of the cards look like. Very, very simple iconography. Very easy to read. I do appreciate that. Okay. Some text on some of the cards. Others much more icon driven. All right, well, there's a whole lot going on inside this box, as you've seen. But I think that gives us a pretty good idea of what you'll find inside the Sands of Shurax. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.